Hi everyone, it's Leonette. Welcome to DIY Beauty on Purpose. If this is your first time, welcome. And if you are returning, I'm so glad you're here. Today I am working on 4 projects. These are all items that I got at the thrift store, and I am going to be updating them with a spring feel to them. I'm starting with this little basket here that I got actually a few weeks ago, and I just couldn't wrap my head around what I really wanted to do with it. So today I am working on it. So I decided to move this kind of like a wooden bow ribbon that I had around it, because originally I wanted to thread a ribbon around it, make it look cute, maybe something springy. And then I changed my mind and I bring you to this. This is a scrap piece of fabric that I got. Oh my gosh, this is when Packetans was still in our area. They're no longer there, but I actually still have a whole piece left. But I grabbed this little piece here and I'm just going to hem it using some hot glue. And I could have sewn it, but because it's just going to be on the basket, so I thought hot gluing it would be sufficient. So I am going to hem, like I said, using the hot glue, and I'm going to do it all around, including the 2 side edges. Alright, so now that I have all the edges hemmed, I am going to place it. I'm going to make, I don't even know what this is called, but it's just like a little cover for the edges. It's kind of mimic as if it was completely lined inside and then it's folded on the sides, but it's just going to be on the edges, so there's not going to be a line on the bottom. So what I'm doing here, and I just kind of placed it on top to know where that loop is, or that handle that the basket has, so that I can cut and then hem that little or the slit that I made for the handle, so that the handle can fit through there. And then when I place it back on the basket, it's nice and flush and everything looks neat. And I'm going to hem it using the same technique. Basically, I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue and then hem towards the inside. And I'll do that on the other side as well, so that when it is placed, it just looks finished. So now I am going to place it on the basket, and I'm actually really glad that that slit that I cut fit perfectly on it. And again, just folding it around, I'm going to make sure that that both sides are even on that one side where both edges meet. And then I'm going to secure everything with hot glue again, both on the outside and as well as the inside, just to make sure that it doesn't flap open. It doesn't look like it's flapped open. See right there, it'll kind of like just flip open. That is too because I hemmed it with hot glue, so it's a little stiffer, but I'm okay with that because I'm just gonna hot glue it so that it stays inside nice and neatly. Alright, so now I am going to make a bow using burlap ribbon. This ribbon is from burlapfabric.com. Yes, burlapfabric.com. I'm going to have the link down below in the description box. I have used several burlap ribbons in the past, and this is by far the best one I've worked with. It's very flexible, is very workable, but yet it keeps the shape and the bows, and I really like that. So take a look and visit their website down below. All right, so if you have not gathered by now that I am struggling a little bit with this bow, I don't know what's wrong with me. I've made so many bows in my life, and for some reason I can't get this one straight. I decided to remove everything and then grab some jute twine and tie that with, or tie that in the middle so that the bow has a little bit more of a tighter feel in the middle of it. And so that's what I'm doing here. I'm not going to add any legs or any, what do I call it? Like, yeah, legs to the ribbon. I don't know. The two little things that may hang on the ribbon or on the bow. I'm not going to add those, but I did decide to grab some bright yellow ribbon that I have had for quite a bit of time, and I'll glue that in the center, and I think it'll tie everything together nicely with the fabric that I added on the basket, and then some of the florals that I'm going to add here in a little bit. So I am going to hot glue it to the side of it. So I think it look really cute there on the side of it. And then I'm going to start adding some florals. These florals these lamb's ear are actually from Walmart that I got a very long time ago. I used a lot of these lamb's ear for my Christmas decorations and my fall too. I love them. I'm obsessed with them. I still am. So I'm just adding a few bundles here. These were 97 cents for about 2 little bundles. But I'm using 3, and then some florals that my mother-in-law just gifted me. She just had some florals at home, and I just thought they were super cute for spring and summer. And look how cute that basket looks. Let me tell you, I had so many ideas for this basket and I couldn't figure it out, and I'm so glad I waited because I really love the way this turned out. It has those bright colors, but yet it has that farmhouse charm to it. Alright guys, so for my second project, it's probably the easiest thing I have ever done project wise. I got this vase at the thrift store. Look how stinking cute this is. I absolutely loved it. It has a little crack on it, like it's a little bit chipped on it, but nothing that's too noticeable, and I just had to grab it. It was only a few dollars. And so I'm adding again some of the same florals to the vase. There's nothing I want to do to the vase. I think it's perfect. I'm just going to add is this lavender? I'm not sure if this is lavender. I got at Walmart at the end of last season, and I got a couple of bundles of it, and they were on clearance, so I just thought I added them, and that's it. I mean, this is not really like a DIY kind of major project, but I just wanted to show you how sometimes you can just find some great things at the thrift store, and just by adding some inexpensive florals, you have a cute new centerpiece or something that you can put in your home, and that's exactly what I did with this vase. Alright guys, so for my third project, I am working on this stand. I have no idea what this is, but I loved how sturdy and like it's just a heavy piece. It's ceramic, I think, or I'm not sure what it is. I want to say ceramic, but it's a very solid piece. It's very heavy duty. Now, I think golden, for somebody who likes the tone of gold and has those colors in their home, I think it would be perfect. But I do not have these colors in my home, so I decided to paint it. And of course, I'm using some white paint. And I love using Rust-Oleum chalk paint in the linen white for my white furniture and white decor. But I'm going to give the top 2 coats of the linen white, and I'm going to do both the top and the bottom of the top. But I'm not going to do the base of it. And at first I thought, is it going to stick? Is it not? But really, it really stuck really well. This paint is really good. And it did stick. And 1 coat was actually pretty close to being sufficient. But I did add 2 because in some little streaky parts, you can see some of the gold tone. All right, so after the 2 coats were fully dry, I am now taking rope, nautical rope. Now Dollar Tree sells this not a similar nautical rope. It is thicker, and I didn't have any though. So I had this on hand from a long time ago that I got this roll, and this is the last part of this roll. So I was actually hoping I would have enough, and it turned out to be perfectly enough for it. So I'm just gonna roll it around, and I'm not gonna hot glue in all the what am I call it? All the lines. I don't know, but in some of them, specifically at the end, because I want it to be nice and secure. All right, so after I was done with the base, I wanted to add a coat. Just one coat was sufficient. It was a pretty heavy coat too, of a polyurethane, and this is the Varathane in the crystal clear. I've been using this for a while now on my furniture and my decor, just so that it's nice and durable. Look how cute this little stand looks. Let me tell you, this little stand, I'm going to show you several pictures because I have so many plans for this. Look how cute it will look on a vanity or a dresser with some jewelry on it. That's why I place some of my, very expensive jewelry. It's not. And then with a candle, you can put it with some florals and a candle. I can see it being like a plant stand. It is so heavy duty that I for sure know it can hold a plant with like real soil, and it will look super cute. So that's why I sealed it, because it could serve for so many purposes. And I'm so happy that I got it. And I'm happy that I changed it. Again, it could have stayed all gold. It could have stayed gold or white on the top, gold on the bottom, and it would have looked cute. But I just really like the white and the nautical rope or the jute twine kind of look to it. All right, so guys, for my 4th and final project, this is again another one that's very simple. Now take a look at this wreath. I found this wreath at the thrift store. Now I have many wreaths, so when I first saw it, I was like, okay, Leonette, you do not need another wreath. But this wreath is very special. It is so unique. It is actually, how do I explain it? It has like wire. It is built with wire, and then it has these it almost looks like grapevine or branches that is wrapped around this wire that is on it. I don't know. I like that it's kind of hollow. It reminds me of a bundt cake. Whatchamacallit, like pan where you would make a bundt cake. So I just thought it was so unique, and it is so sturdy and so heavy duty built that I loved it. And it was only $1.99. So I grabbed it, and I'm just going to give it a spring feel to it. Now I'm not hot gluing these florals. These florals are from the Dollar Tree. I'm just placing them in there and making sure that it's secure enough to hold, but not hot gluing it. Because I want to reuse this wreath. I want to reuse it for potentially fall. I think it will look great with fall decorations. So anyways, I'm just adding the floral there, and then I'm going to add I'm going to make another bow using the burlapfabric.com ribbon. And this one, I will be adding the little legs on the bow. And again, I'm just keeping it simple. I don't know why I was struggling to stay with bows, but I created a simple bow as well, and I tied it around with jute twine, and I ended up cutting each end of the little legs so that it has like bunny ears, kind of like pointy ears, and it looks finished. And then after I was done with that, I actually hot glued it. Now I did use a little bit of hot glue for the bow, and very little hot glue for I'm going to use more of that nautical rope around the rim of it. You'll see it here in a minute, but it was very little hot glue, so when I remove it, it's not gonna damage the wreath, which was my main goal. So there I am, just putting a glob of hot glue and then hot gluing the bow. And I decided to keep it simple. I didn't want to add anything in the middle of the bow or anything like that. I wanted to keep it very simple. I thought it had that very charming, rustic kind of farmhouse feel. I loved it. Look how cute. So I ended up taking, this is like a scrap of the scrap kind of piece of nautical rope. As you can tell, the ends are very frayed, but I put that underneath the floral part so you didn't see it. I just thought it needed a little bit of something else on the edges. So I'm just going to hot glue this all around and then I'll be all done. I do want to take this minute here to ask you that if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, to consider doing so. I post videos every single week, either painting furniture, maybe doing a room makeover, or doing a lot of Dollar Tree or thrifted DIY projects for home decor. And if you're into that kind of thing, I would love to have you be part of our YouTube family. All right, guys, there you have it. Oh my gosh, how simple. I mean, really, this was like such a simple project, but again, so fresh looking, cute, and I just love it. It was only a few dollars, and how cool is that? So guys, have a great day. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching till the end. And as I mentioned before, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so, and share with friends if you really liked it.